All right, 2 weeks left in the Big Ten regular season ahead of the conference championship game on December 4th. This weekend, Michigan's on the road against Maryland, but they'll also be keeping an eye on this game, Ohio State hosting Michigan State in Columbus. Since you already lost to Michigan State, Wolverine fans, you have to root for this team, Ohio State, to keep your Big Ten title hopes alive. If the Spartans lose this weekend, it sets up the big showdown at the Big House on November 27th, Ohio State, Michigan. Cannot wait. If the Wolverines win the Big Ten, FPI has them in the college football playoff. If the Buckeyes win out, they're a virtual lock to make the playoff according to FPI. If the Spartans win out, FPI still has them behind Michigan to get into the playoff. For much more, Sam Acho joining us now. All right, so Michigan State, they're number 7 in the country. They're going to the Shoe this weekend, Saturday on ABC, and you're just sitting there and you're like, you're a 19-point underdog? So what must the Spartans do here to pull off the upset on the road?
Well, it's about defending Ohio State's receivers. Think about this. Michigan State's not the best pass defending team, but Ohio State has some dogs at receiver. They have 3 guys that are in the top 8 in the Big Ten. They got Garrett Wilson. They got Chris Olave. They got Jackson Smith-Njigba. All those guys can route any DB up. And so Michigan State's not going to be able to defend that. And even if you do defend C.J. Stroud throwing the rock, you got to defend Travion Henderson, who's a star freshman running back. And if he's not going, you got Mayan Williams. And so for me, I don't see how Michigan State can stop the offensive array of weapons that Ohio State has.
C.J. Stroud so far on the season, 30 touchdown passes, only 5 picks. Michigan State's defense against the pass, last in the FBS. Now, let's go to another top 4 team. Number 3, Oregon. They're an underdog at Utah by 3 points here. What's this game going to come down to?
Well, it's going to come down to Oregon physically imposing their will on Utah. We know Utah's a physical football team, but people forget Oregon is physical too. When you turn on the tape, you see guys like this running back right here, Travis Dye, running people over, cutting on a dime, finding the end zone. And if Travis Dye, the running back, doesn't do it, they got a quarterback named Anthony Brown who can do the same thing. You don't get overly impressed by Oregon's passing attack, but it's their physically imposing style of running attack that gets you a little bit intimidated and scared. And so I think that if Oregon can intimidate and physically impose their will on Utah, it's going to be a different outcome.
By the way, Utah likes the hit. Kayvon Thibodeau on the other side for Oregon, likely the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. He likes the physicality.
Yes.
We'll likely see these 2 teams again in the Pac-12 title game. Sam, thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.